everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar with NBA 2K14 on the PS4. Really excited about this here because I was kind of in a little bit of a pickle. I'm like, you know what do I want to do with NBA 2K14? Because I love playing this game a ton. As far as like the games that I've got on next gen, this is by far my favorite game to go ahead and play. But the thing is, with all the other series that I do, I'm like, all right, well, I got to be smart about this. I don't want to go ahead and put too much on my plate or anything like that. I was anticipating doing a, like, my GM mode, but honestly, I don't really think I have the time to really go ahead and keep up with that, you know, because I would want to play a ton of games, like the full 82, but I didn't think that was necessarily going to be the smartest. So what I am going to be doing is, of course, focusing on the Octavio Chadwell, my career. So with that, I kind of wanted to do something similar to what I'm doing with baseball right now. I'm doing the 30 wins with 30 teams where I'm going and I'm playing as every single MLB team. And I'm also talking a little bit about the history of the team, some of the most notable players, things like that. So I'm like, you know what, let's do something very similar to that, but with basketball. I think it would be great for me to appreciate the game a little bit more if I knew more about the history of some of the teams and, you know, of course, some of the players as well over the years. So I'm going to be starting off here with the LA Lakers, and the reason why I'm starting off with the Lakers is because this was the team that I was going to be doing a My GM with, but like I said, I figured I wasn't going to get too much time to go with it. So this was just gameplay that I had from it. So if you see something that pops up, it kind of alludes to a My GM mode. That's why. Now, who knows? In the future, I might go ahead and do a My GM mode. I don't know. But anyway, so I decided to go with the Lakers because I had a roommate named Gus. You guys have heard me mention him before because he's like my best friend. We call each other brothers and stuff like that and everything. But he's a huge Lakers fan. And when I was growing up, I really wasn't into basketball that much, and part of it was because I live in Nebraska, and when you take a look at teams that are close to us, well, we really don't have that much of anything at all except the Denver Nuggets, but even then that's like 7 hours away, so it doesn't even seem like, you know, it's really that close. But anyway, so it, you know, basketball doesn't necessarily have a huge presence where I live. That's okay, but Gus was like a huge fan of the Lakers and Kobe Bryant, and you know, it really looked to Kobe Bryant as a role model. Used some of his quotes to motivate him, like through his daily life and stuff like that. And so, you know, the team that I've had the most exposure to is the Lakers. And I thought, well, if I'm going to be doing a My GM mode, I might as well go with the team that I feel comfortable talking about, hence the Lakers. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to a little bit of the history here before I start doing the commentary on over the game. So the Lakers originally, not too many people know this, the Lakers were originally founded in Minnesota. They were in the Minneapolis Lakers in 1947 when the organization was first founded. Now, that's where they get the name Lakers from, is because Minnesota is also known as the land of 10,000 lakes. I've been very lucky to get a chance to be able to actually canoe on some of them up there in the Boundary Waters. But anyway, that's besides the point. So that's where the name Lakers comes from, is Minnesota. But in the 1960 season, the Lakers ended up moving from Minneapolis to LA to actually be the first West Coast team in the NBA. So they kind of set a real precedent right there, and I think it's kind of cool, you know, when you take a look at how the teams map out on the United States, like where everybody is. You know, you've got so many teams on the West Coast now. So it was the Lakers that really went ahead and started it. Now, as far as overall stats goes, 16 championships. Starting in 1949, and then the most recent one was 2010, 31 conference titles, 23 division titles as well. So this is a team that obviously has a lot of success and a lot of history, and that's something that I truly appreciate about any team. It doesn't matter what sport we're talking about. It doesn't matter if I really like the team or not. You cannot help but respect the type of history and the legacy that a particular team has, and the Lakers definitely have that as well. especially when you take a look at some of the players that have played for the Lakers over the years. Hey, it's just ridiculous. You know, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You've got Shaquille O'Neal. Of course, Kobe Bryant is another name that, you know, everybody is going to be knowing here in the future when we're talking about basketball. Jerry West, I mean, you could really go on with all of these tremendous players that have really made a mark on basketball and have ended up playing for the Lakers at one point or another. And, you know, continuing on, like I said, with Kobe Bryant, I mean, you still have that today, which is another thing that I truly appreciate. So, I mean, that was another reason why I wanted to go ahead and do a My GM with the Lakers, was just because of this team's history. And I think it'd be kind of cool to, you know, kind of build upon that a little bit here in the virtual sense. Who knows how far I could really go. But anyway, so a couple tidbits, I guess, some information about the Lakers. Some of it's kind of actually well known, like some people don't know necessarily that they started out in you know, Minnesota or anything like that, but when they were in, okay, so if you've like ever seen the movie Basketball, at the beginning they go ahead and they give like a whole bunch of things, like just talking about how teams have moved and, you know, owner greed and stuff like that. And one of the things that they do mention, of course, is it was actually, I think it's actually, that whole part's actually hilarious. But anyway, they're like, Minneapolis moved to Los Angeles where there are no lakes, and then they were like, with the Jazz, they were actually from New Orleans, and so they're like, and the New Orleans Jazz moved to Utah where they don't allow music. I think it's pretty funny when they go ahead and do all that. But yeah, that's actually where I had first learned about the Lakers being from Minnesota. It was actually from that movie. So tell you what, comedies like that totally can teach you something. But anyway, so let's go ahead and we're going to get to the game here. Since we're already in the second half, we've really kind of flown through some things. Now, I am playing the Clippers, so, oh, Gasol with a sweet block right there. So since we're playing the Clippers, we're keeping it in L.A. right now. Of course, we're playing at the Staples Center. I mean, of course. So, really, it's been, I don't know, kind of close here. It's been about 6 points between the two teams for most of the game thus far. As Kobe drains that three, though, that's going to go ahead and expand it now to 9 points between us. Third quarter, it doesn't matter what year we're talking about. The third quarter, when it comes to basketball, is really my best quarter. I dominate in the third quarter. Now, if we're talking football, I'm terrible in the third quarter. But I'm looking, of course, to go ahead and build on this lead. Trying to get it inside to Gasol. I do that, put it up. And that was actually a great pass from Kobe inside to Gasol. Now, Kobe leading the team here, getting it over to Nash, trying to drive inside with him too, but decided to back up, pull up the three, and that one goes in as well. And it seems like the third quarter, I'm just like always, working really well for me. Now I've got a 16-point lead. I'm not too worried now about how this game is going to go ahead and end up. But the Clippers is a team that has a lot of talent as well, so I could see, you know, them really giving me a little bit of a run here. But, you know, I'm still going to try to play defense as well as I can. But, you know, on plays like that where I go ahead and I just get off the man I'm trying to cover, give him an open shot, that's just not good. There's still a lot of places for me to go ahead and improve with this game. I totally understand that. I know I am not the best NBA 2K14 player, nor will I ever be. I mean, there's still some concepts of basketball that I still need to go ahead and learn. Things I need to implement from what I do know about basketball into my gameplay. But the more that I play it, the better I'm going to get. That's what it's all about. So that's okay. I'm going to make some defensive mistakes, that's for sure. Blake going inside. And the basket, 18.6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and skip to quarter number 4 as Kobe bring in the ball to the other side of the court. Young over to Gasol. Going to drive inside. And another easy basket for Gasol. He's really been my go-to guy down in the post for most of this game. Since I'm not playing the full time as well. Ooh. Sweet block, but Griffin recovers, gets the rebound. And Griffin makes the easy basket. So 71-60 here, just a little over 5 minutes to go. Going to inside to Gasol. Stopped by Griffin, so I dish it out to Young. Over to Bryant. Back to Young. Back to Bryant. And there we go with the long 2-point shot to make it 73-60. A little back and forth right there. You know, go ahead and confuse the defense a little bit. I got to go ahead and get it out to Kobe, who's actually got a little bit of a cold streak. But I put up that jumper. 3-ball makes it 76-62. Clippers get a basket here, and now Kobe Bryant again. Now, I don't know, like, I really wasn't anticipating to have, like, a go-with-Kobe approach for this game. I mean, I'm like, if Kobe is in a position to go ahead and score, I'm not afraid to go ahead and shoot with him, nor am I afraid to go ahead and try and make something out of nothing. But I'll tell you what, like, once I go ahead and I give it to Kobe, I'm just like, all right, it is going to happen. There are going to be points on the board. Getting inside past everybody right there. That's got to be one of the top plays. At least I feel that's one of the top plays here today. So, yeah, like I said, I wasn't anticipating a go-with-Kobe approach, but that's just how it unfolded. 82-71, 116 to go. Now it's 84-73. Crawford getting it over to Paul. Goes inside, just gets around Nash and everybody. Now it's a 9-point game. Make that 7. So, less than a minute here. Kobe just driving towards the basket. I'm like, why not? Not too many people between me and the basket anyway. So, 86-77, Clippers call timeout. Green with the 3-ball. And that's going to go ahead and make it a 6-point game. Wow, I think it was up 16 at one point. Clippers really coming back. That's a long 3 by Chris Paul. Now it's a 3-point game. My gosh, what has happened in the fourth quarter? We've completely fallen apart. This has not been good. But Clippers are, of course, fouling right now, so I'm able to get the ball into Kobe's hands. So he'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Now, of course, I haven't been posting too many of my trips to the foul line. There actually have been quite a bit here in this game, too. I shouldn't say a fair amount, but there's been a decent amount of trips to the line here today, and you can kind of attribute that, I guess, to the fact that I still maintain a lead. So, Kobe makes both. 19.9 seconds to go. Now, under 10, 4-point game. Wow, I really do feel the pressure right now. Long jumper. Jordan with the rebound. And that one, not going to go. Lakers end up winning this one here. So thanks for watching this, you guys. I think I'm going to call this one Around the Association or something with the association. I don't know. I was going to say Around the League, but I don't know. I'm going to come up with a name for this here. But this is going to be like the 32 wins, 32 teams equivalent, if you guys are familiar with what I do with basketball. But anyway, thanks for watching this, you guys. Maybe you learned a little bit about the Lakers. I don't know, but like I said, a team with a lot of tradition, a lot of history. I think that's cool. You guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching, you guys. And as always, I hope you have a good one.